The sun beats down on a sprawling military training complex. Dust kicks up from the desert floor as a group of fresh recruits files toward the firing range. The air smells of gun oil and determination. Sergeant David Matthews, 40s, weathered no-nonsense, stands at the entrance to the range, clipboard in hand. Behind him, multiple shooting lanes stretch out toward targets positioned at various distances. Matthews, shouting, "Listen up. Today we separate the shooters from the hopers. This is basic marksmanship qualification. You will fire 5 rounds from the standing position at 50 meters. Tight grouping, center mass. Questions?" A chorus of "No, Sergeant," echoes from the 12 recruits lined up before him. Among them stands Sarah Chen, 28, petite frame, calm demeanor, wearing standard fatigues. She stands quietly at the end of the line, checking her gear with methodical precision. 3 recruits huddle near the front. Tyler Morrison, 22, broad-shouldered, cocky grin. Jake Peterson, 21, tall, loud. And Marcus Reed, 23, athletic build, constantly flexing. Tyler, under his breath, to Jake, 50 meters? That's nothing. I've been shooting since I was 8. Jake, grinning, my old man took me hunting every season. I could do this blindfolded. Marcus notices Sarah at the back of the line, quietly tightening her gloves. Marcus, nudging Tyler, check it out. Little mouse back there looks like she's never held anything heavier than a cell phone. Tyler and Jake turn to look. They snicker. Tyler, loud enough for others to hear. Bet she closes her eyes when she pulls the trigger. Several recruits laugh nervously. Sarah doesn't react, her eyes fixed forward. Matthews, sharply, something funny. Morrison? Tyler, straightening up. No, Sergeant. Matthews, good. Because the only thing I want to hear on my range is the sound of brass hitting the ground. First group, step forward. Tyler, Jake, Marcus, and 3 others move to the firing line. Matthews walks behind them, inspecting their stances. Matthews, weapon condition 1. Load and make ready. The recruits chamber rounds with varying degrees of smoothness. Tyler does so with exaggerated confidence, making eye contact with Jake. Matthews, fire when ready. Bang, bang, bang. A staccato of gunfire erupts. Spent casings tinkle onto the concrete. After the smoke clears, Matthews examines the targets through binoculars. Matthews, Morrison, decent grouping, but you're pulling left. Peterson, 2 in the black, 3 scattered. Tighten it up. Reed, not bad. You might actually survive basic. The first group clears the line. Tyler struts back, rolling his shoulders. Tyler, to Marcus, told you. Easy. Matthews, second group. Let's go. For more recruits step forward, including Jennifer Lawson, 24, athletic, focused. Sarah remains at the back, still waiting. The second group fires. Results are mixed, some good, some poor. Matthews offers critiques, both harsh and constructive. Matthews' last group. Move up. Sarah walks forward with 2 other recruits. David Kim, 20, nervous, and Rachel Torres, 25, confident. They take their positions in lanes 1, 2, and 3. Sarah is in lane 3 on the end. As they prepare their weapons, Tyler, Jake, and Marcus lean against the covered observation area behind the firing line, watching. Jake, to Tyler, gesturing at Sarah. $20 as she flinches so hard she drops the mag. Tyler, grinning. Nah, I bet she doesn't even hit the target. Probably closes her eyes. Marcus, come on, guys. She's probably just... Tyler, interrupting. What? Gonna tell us she's secretly Annie Oakley? Look at her. She's tiny. Probably shaking already. Sarah calmly loads her magazine into her M4, chambers around, and flips the safety off. Her movements are fluid, practiced, economical. Matthews notices but says nothing, his eyes narrowing slightly with interest. Matthews, to the final group. This is your qualification. Your score goes in your file. It follows you through your entire career. Make it count. Fire when ready. David Kim shoots first, his stance tense. His shots are scattered. Rachel Torres fires next, confident, solid grouping. Sarah remains still, her rifle shouldered, eye to the sight. She breathes slowly, in and out, in and out. Tyler mockingly, "Any day now, sweetheart." Sarah doesn't move. She's waiting for something, wind, breath control, the perfect moment. Then, in smooth succession, bang. 1 second pause. Bang. 1 second pause. Bang. 1 second pause. Bang. 1 second pause. Bang. Each shot is identical in rhythm, identical in recoil management. Sarah's body barely moves. No flinch. No hesitation. Just 5 perfect reports, 5 brass casings hitting the ground in a neat line. She engages her safety, clears her weapon, and steps back from the line. The other recruits stare. Tyler's smirk fades. Matthews walks downrange with his binoculars, examining each target carefully. He stops at Sarah's target and stares for a long moment. Matthews, calling back, "Chun, step forward." Sarah walks to Matthews. The other recruits crane their necks to see. Matthews lowers his binoculars and looks at Sarah with an expression that might be
Sarah,
respect,
quietly,
might be surprise.
"Where'd you learn to shoot like that?"
Sarah, calmly, "My father, Sergeant. He was a Marine Corps shooting instructor at Quantico for 15 years. Matthews nods slowly, then turns to face the assembled recruits. Matthews, shouting, "Gather round. I want everyone to see this." The recruits jog over, forming a semicircle around the target. Sarah's target has a single, ragged hole in the exact center. All 5 rounds went through the same point of impact. Complete silence. Matthews, this is a perfect score. Not good. Not great. Perfect. 5 rounds, same hole, center mass at 50 meters. I've been running this range for 12 years, and I've seen this maybe 3 times. Tyler stares at the target, his face red. Matthews, continuing, "Let this be a lesson. The moment you think you know everything, the moment you underestimate someone because of how they look or how they carry themselves, that's the moment you become a liability to your unit." He turns to look directly at Tyler. "Matthews Morrison, you and your friends had plenty to say earlier. Care to share it with the group?" Tyler, quietly, "No, Sergeant." Matthews, "I didn't think so." Matthews turns back to Sarah. "Matthews, outstanding work. Chen. That's how it's done." Sarah, nodding, "Thank you, Sergeant." Matthews, to everyone, "All right, back to the line. We're running this drill 3 more times. And if I hear one more word of trash talk before someone proves themselves, you'll all be running the obstacle course until you puke. Clear?" All recruits, "Yes, Sergeant." The group disperses back toward the firing line. Sarah walks past Tyler, Jake, and Marcus. She doesn't gloat, doesn't even make eye contact. She simply moves to the ammunition station to reload. Jake to Tyler, quietly, "Dude." Tyler, embarrassed, "Shut up." Marcus, whispering, "That was insane." The cafeteria buzzes with conversation. Recruits sit at long tables, exhausted from the day's training, shoveling food into their mouths. Sarah sits alone at a corner table, reading a small paperback book while eating. Rachel Torres approaches with her tray. "Rachel, mind if I sit?" Sarah, looking up, "Go ahead." Rachel sits down, studying Sarah with open curiosity. "Rachel, that was pretty badass today. I've been shooting competitively for years, and I've never stacked rounds like that." Sarah, modest, "I got lucky. Wind was calm." Rachel, "That wasn't luck. That was skill." Sarah shrugs, taking a bite of her food. Rachel, continuing, "How long have you been shooting?" Sarah, "Since I was 6. My dad started me on .22s, then worked up from there. He believed in fundamentals, breath control, trigger squeeze, sight picture. We'd spend hours just dry firing." Rachel, "Quantico, huh?" Sarah, nodding, "Yeah. He taught marksmanship to officers and NCOs. Some of the best shooters in the Corps came through his courses." Rachel, "So why enlist? You could have gone officer route with that background." Sarah sets down her fork, considering the question. Sarah, "My dad always said the best leaders were the ones who came up through the ranks, who knew what it was like to be on the ground level. I want to earn it, not have it handed to me." Rachel nods approvingly. Rachel, "Respect." Across the cafeteria, Tyler sits with Jake and Marcus. He keeps glancing over at Sarah's table. Marcus, to Tyler, "You gonna apologize?" Tyler, defensive. "For what?" Jake, "Come on, man. You were pretty rough on her." Tyler, "I didn't say anything to her face." Marcus, "She definitely heard you." Tyler pushes his tray away, frustrated. Tyler, I don't know. I guess I assumed." Jake, "You assumed she couldn't shoot because she's small and quiet?" Tyler, sighing. "Yeah, that was stupid." Marcus, "So go talk to her." Tyler looks over at Sarah again. She's laughing at something Rachel said, completely at ease. Tyler, "Maybe tomorrow." The recruits tackle the obstacle course. Climbing walls, crawling under barbed wire, swinging across monkey bars, carrying heavy equipment. Sarah moves through each obstacle with quiet determination. She's not the fastest, but she's steady, consistent, never quitting. Tyler watches her from across the course as he waits his turn at the rope climb. Matthews, yelling, "Morrison, stop sightseeing and get your ass up that rope." Tyler, "Yes, Sergeant." He climbs aggressively, muscles straining, trying to prove something. Later, at the water station, Tyler finds himself standing next to Sarah. Both are catching their breath, drenched in sweat. Awkward silence. Tyler finally, "Hey." Sarah, turning, "Hey." More silence. Tyler shifts his weight. Tyler, "Listen, about yesterday. At the range." Sarah, calmly, "You mean when you bet I'd flinch and miss the target?" Tyler winces. Tyler, "Yeah, that. I was out of line." Sarah, taking a drink of water, "Yeah, you were." Tyler, continuing, "I judged you before you even had a chance to show what you could do. That was wrong. I'm sorry." Sarah studies him for a moment, then nods. Sarah, apology accepted. Tyler, relieved, "Thanks. And for what it's worth, that was the best shooting I've ever seen. Seriously." Sarah, small smile, "Thanks. Tyler, maybe you could give me some pointers sometime? I keep pulling left apparently." Sarah, thoughtful, "You're probably anticipating
Sarah,
the dry fire practice.
tensing up right
a lot
before
of the
the
shot breaks.
and focus
Tyler,
on your
how
breathing.
Your shot should surprise you." Tyler, nodding, "I'll work on that." Matthews, shouting in the distance, "Water breaks over. Move it." Tyler and Sarah jog back toward the course. Tyler, as they run, "Hey, Chun?" Sarah, "Yeah." Tyler, "Thanks for not rubbing it in yesterday. You could have made me look even worse." Sarah, shrugging, "Not my style. Besides, we're on the same team." Tyler grins. Tyler, "Yeah. Yeah, we are." The same group of recruits returns to the range for advanced qualifications. This time, the targets are at 100 meters, and they'll be shooting from prone position. Sarah and Tyler are in the same firing group. They set up side by side, adjusting their positions on the ground. Tyler, quietly to Sarah, "Okay. I practiced what you said. A lot. Dry fired every night." Sarah, focused on her own setup, "Good. Remember, smooth trigger press. Let it surprise you." Matthews, shouting, "Load and make ready." Both Sarah and Tyler chamber rounds. Matthews, fire when ready. Sarah fires her 5 rounds with the same methodical precision as before. Tyler takes his time, breathing deeply between shots, fighting his old habits. Bang, pause, bang, pause, bang, pause, bang, pause, bang. When they clear their weapons, Matthews heads downrange. After examining the targets, he returns with a rare smile. Matthews, "Chun, another perfect score. Outstanding consistency." Sarah, "Thank you, Sergeant." Matthews, Morrison, "Significant improvement." All 5 in the black, tight grouping. "You've been practicing." Tyler, grinning, "Yes, Sergeant." Matthews, "Good. Keep it up." As they walk back to the observation area, Tyler can't contain his excitement. "Tyler, did you see that? All 5 in the black." Sarah, smiling, "Told you. It's all about the fundamentals." Jake and Marcus approach, both impressed. Jake, "Yo, Tyler actually listened to advice for once. That's character growth." Marcus, to Sarah, "You should charge for lessons. Make a fortune." Sarah, laughing, "I think the army might have something to say about that." The 4 of them stand together, watching the next group shoot. The tension from a week ago has evaporated, replaced by mutual respect. Matthews, calling out, Chun, come here for a second. Sarah jogs over to where Matthews stands with another officer. Captain Rivera, 35, sharp, decorated. Rivera Specialist Chun? Sarah, confused. I'm just a recruit, sir. Rivera, smiling. Not for long. Sergeant Matthews tells me you're an exceptional marksman. We're always looking for talented shooters for specialized training. After you complete basic, if you're interested, we'd like to recommend you for sniper school. Sarah's eyes widen slightly, the first real emotion she's shown all day. Sarah, sir, Yes, absolutely, sir. Rivera, outstanding. Keep performing like this, and you'll have a bright career ahead of you. Sarah, thank you, sir. I won't let you down. Rivera nods and walks away. Sarah returns to her group, still processing what just happened. Tyler, seeing her expression, what was that about? Sarah, slightly dazed. They want to recommend me for sniper school. Jake, excited. No way. That's huge. Marcus, see? Told you. Best shooter here by a mile. Tyler, sincerely, congratulations. You earned it. Sarah looks at Tyler, then at the others, and for the first time, allows herself a genuine, wide smile. Sarah, thanks. All of you. The day's training concludes. Recruits pack up equipment and police their brass. Golden light bathes the range as the sun descends. Sarah stands alone at her firing lane, looking downrange at the targets silhouetted against the desert sky. Matthews approaches, standing beside her. Matthews, your father would be proud. Sarah, softly, I hope so. Matthews, I knew a lot of instructors at Quantico. What was his name? Sarah, Master Gunnery Sergeant Robert Chen. Matthews' eyes widen with recognition and respect. Matthews, Gunny Chen. I heard stories about him. Legendary instructor. Hard as nails, but fair. Sarah, nodding, that sounds like him. Matthews, pause. He passed, didn't he? Sarah, 2 years ago. Cancer. Matthews, I'm sorry. Sarah, thank you, Sergeant. He's why I'm here. Everything I know, he taught me. Matthews, then you carry his legacy forward. And from what I've seen, you're doing him justice. Sarah nods, emotion flickering across her face before she composes herself. Matthews, get some chow. Tomorrow we start night fire exercises. Sarah, yes, Sergeant. As Matthews walks away, Sarah takes one last look downrange, then follows her fellow recruits back toward the barracks. Tyler waits for her at the edge of the range. Tyler, hey, some of us are grabbing extra MREs from supply. You in? Sarah, smiling. Yeah, I'm in. They walk together, the tension of their first meeting now a distant memory, replaced by the beginning of genuine camaraderie. Sarah Chen completed basic training with honors and was accepted into the U.S. Army Sniper School, where she graduated top of her class. She went on to serve with distinction in multiple deployments. Tyler Morrison learned the value of humility and respect. He and Sarah remained friends throughout their military careers, often serving in the same units. The 5 perfect shots that day were just the beginning.